Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluent Vibe Podcast. I'm Ria.
And I'm Ethan.
Today, we're talking about something that millions of English learners experience, but very few openly discuss.
A fear so common that it silently affects conversations every single day.
The fear of being judged.
The fear that someone might laugh. The fear that someone might notice your mistakes. The fear that someone might think your English isn't good enough.
And because of that fear, many people stay silent.
Even when they know exactly what they want to say.
If you've ever felt nervous before speaking English, this episode is for you. Today, we're talking about something that millions of English learners experience, but very few openly discuss.
A fear so common that it silently affects conversations every single day.
The fear of being judged.
The fear that someone might laugh. The fear that someone might notice your mistakes. The fear that someone might think your English isn't good enough.
And because of that fear, many people stay silent.
Even when they know exactly what they want to say.
If you've ever felt nervous before speaking English, this episode is for you. Ethan, why are people so afraid of being judged?
Because humans are social creatures. For thousands of years, belonging to a group meant survival.
Interesting.
Our brains evolved to care deeply about what other people think.
Even today?
Absolutely. Even though modern life is different, the brain still reacts strongly to social rejection.
So when someone speaks English, their brain isn't only thinking about language,
Exactly. It's also thinking about acceptance
whether people will approve.
or criticize.
And that's where fear begins.
Exactly.
Let's imagine a learner named Alex.
Okay,
Alex understands English. He knows vocabulary, he knows grammar,
sounds promising.
but whenever he enters a conversation, his confidence disappears.
A very common experience.
Why?
Because Alex isn't fighting English, he's fighting judgment.
That's powerful.
His brain starts asking questions.
Like what?
What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh? What if my pronunciation sounds strange? What if they think I'm stupid?
And suddenly the conversation becomes stressful.
Exactly.
Something fascinating happens here.
What's that?
Something fascinating. Most of these fears never actually happen,
That's true.
yet they still feel real.
Because the brain reacts to imagined threats almost as strongly as real ones.
Wow.
The body doesn't always know the difference.
So simply imagining embarrassment can create anxiety.
Exactly. Heart rate increases, breathing changes, muscles become tense.
And speaking becomes harder.
Much harder.
Let's talk about overthinking, one of the biggest causes of speaking anxiety.
One of the biggest causes of speaking anxiety.
How does it work?
Before speaking, many learners begin editing every sentence.
Inside their heads.
Exactly. They check grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, sentence structure.
Again and again, and by the time they're ready, the conversation has already moved on.
That's so relatable. Because overthinking creates hesitation.
And hesitation creates more fear.
A cycle that repeats itself.
Do you know what's ironic?
What?
Most people aren't judging us nearly as much as we think.
That's one of psychology's most important lessons.
Explain.
Human beings are busy thinking about themselves,
Their own worries.
their own insecurities, their own problems.
They're not analyzing every word we say,
Not even close.
but our minds convince us otherwise.
Because anxiety magnifies attention.
Meaning?
We feel like we're standing under a giant spotlight, when in reality, most people barely notice our small mistakes.
That's called the spotlight effect, right?
Exactly. We imagine we're standing under a giant spotlight, when in reality, most people barely notice our small mistakes.
Let's imagine two conversations.
Okay,
In the first conversation, a learner says something incorrectly.
and then?
Nothing terrible happens.
Usually, that's what happens in real life.
The conversation simply continues.
Exactly.
In the second conversation, the learner never speaks because they're afraid.
And that opportunity disappears forever.
Which situation creates more growth,
The first one, every single time.
even with mistakes?
Especially with mistakes, because then the brain learns something important.
What's that?
Mistakes are not disasters.
They're normal.
Completely normal.
Let's discuss confidence. Many people think confidence comes first.
But psychology suggests the opposite.
Really?
Confidence often comes after action,
Not before?
not before.
So, waiting to feel confident before speaking may actually keep people stuck.
Exactly. Action creates evidence. Evidence creates confidence. Confidence creates growth.
That's such an important idea.
Because many learners spend years waiting for confidence instead of building it.
Let's discuss mistakes. Why do they feel so painful?
Because many learners attach mistakes to identity.
Meaning,
Instead of thinking, I made a mistake, they think, I am bad at English.
that's a huge difference.
One is a temporary event. The other becomes a personal belief.
And personal beliefs shape behavior.
Exactly. If someone believes they're bad at English, they avoid speaking. If they avoid speaking, they improve more slowly.
And the cycle continues.
Unfortunately, yes.
So, what should listeners remember?
Remember this. People aren't expecting perfection.
They're expecting communication.
Exactly. Most people appreciate effort. Most people respect learners. Most people want conversations to succeed,
Not fail.
not fail.
And even if someone judges you
That doesn't define your ability
or your future,
or your potential.
because fluency isn't built through approval,
It's built through practice,
one conversation at a time,
one brave moment at a time.
one imperfect sentence at a time,
And eventually, what once felt impossible begins to feel natural
not because fear disappeared completely.
because confidence became stronger than fear.
And that's the journey of every fluent speaker.
A journey built on courage, not perfection.
Growth, not judgment.
Communication, not fear.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Keep learning, keep speaking, keep growing.
And remember, the world is waiting to hear your voice, not your perfect English, your voice.
To be continued.